We had a blast on our first quarter. It's time for another quarter of fun, learning, and exciting challenges this second quarter. Every Tuesday at 1 p.m. to 4:20 p.m., samahan niyo muli ang ating English elementary tutors. Tutor Jessa and Tutor Arlene, Tutor Rubelin, Tutor Jess and Tutor Rina, Tutor May and Tutor Ira, Tutor Ace and Tutor Ann, Tutor Joni and Tutor Annie, Tutor Jazz and Tutor Net. Every Tuesday is Choose English Day. Sama-sama nating itulay ang saya, pagkatuto at pagsasanay. Dito lang sa DepEd ETUlay online tutorial. #ETUlay Level Up.
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Happy New Year and good afternoon to everyone who's watching us through DepEd EdTech Unit, FB page, DepEd Philippines, DepEd EdTech Unit, and DepEd TV official YouTube channel.
Yes, masaganang bagong taon at magandang hapon sa lahat, lalong-lalo na sa mga mag-aaral, guro at mga magulang na nakatutok ngayon. It's Tuesday and it's Choose English Day.
Lumipas lang ang isang taon pero andito pa rin, still on screen. This is Tutor Ace.
At patuloy na mananatili ngayong taong 2022. This is Tutor Ann, all the way from the land of sweet surprises, Negros Occidental. Patuloy pa rin na maghahandog ng mga makabuluhang leksyon at pagsasanay.
And still seeing and believing the champion in you. We are your online tutors for English 4. And Tutor Ann, why don't we go ahead and check our comment section? Kamusta na kayo yung mga chatting learners natin ngayon?
Yes, Tutor Ace, uunahin ko na ang ating first commenter this afternoon, Yana Rain Leonardo. Hello sa iyo. Good afternoon and Happy New Year. We also have here Amiel Matthew Berco from Calibo Pilot Elementary School. Good afternoon, Amiel.
And we also have here Heavenly Heart Tangian. Happy New Year, Heavenly. Sino pa ba? We have Rihanna Flores, Ria Janine Gorospe, who else? Nancy De La Cruz. And of course, Chiran, we also want to take this opportunity to say Happy New Year and good afternoon. Sa kasama natin ngayon sa studio, we have none other than the DepEd TV Negros Occidental team. Of course, with Sir Rafi Barina of Arts 8 and Arts 9 and Sir June Ray Grafane together with Esther as well. And syempre, sa kasama din natin sa DepEd TV, we also have Sir Ike, Dominic Halwin, for Math 5, and syempre, Miss Joy, Sir RV, and Sir Richard, Sir RG. Ayun. So, good afternoon sa inyong lahat.
Also, Tutor Ace, yes, grabbing the opportunity to also greet our co-teachers here at EB Magalona National High School. Maayong hapon sa inyo tanan, and of course to our public schools district supervisors, Sir Bong and Ma'am Angel. Good afternoon.
And of course, the very beautiful Iris Bidonia of DepEd TV, Negros Occidental. Ayun, muntik na makalimutan. Baka mapano ako nito. All right, sige. So once again, this is going to be an enjoying, a very enjoying afternoon para sa ating lahat. Of course, huwag natin kalimutan sa ating mga champion learners ngayong hapon, always show respect in the comment section. And what else are they supposed to do, Tutor Ann?
Of course, Tutor Ace, di ba tuwing bagong taon, usong-uso yung New Year's resolution. And I believe this is one of our New Year's resolution this year, 2022, na mas maparami pa ang ating ma-invite to watch our online tutorial dito sa ETUlay, ETUlay DepEd page, of course. And for that to happen, we would like to tell everyone to please, again, share our online tutorial session ngayong hapon. And speaking of New Year's resolution, Tutor Ace, kindly tell us, ano bang New Year's resolution mo ngayong 2022?
Yes, Tutor Ann. I think napaka-obvious naman. Medyo minamaliit ko lang or pinapaliit ko lang yung smile ko kasi masyado malaki na yung face ko. Kailangan ko lang talagang mag-diet, Tutor Ann. So, isa yan sa mga New Year's resolution ko ngayon. Pero kidding aside, syempre, dala na yun eh. Pero I want to be a better version of myself. As compared to 2021. I want to do better this 2022. Yun. Ikaw ba, Tutor Ann? Ano ba yung New Year's resolution mo?
So, Tutor Ace, for this year, we will be expecting Tutor Ace version 2.0, di ba?
Hindi lang times 2.
Yes, okay. For me naman, Tutor Ace, my New Year's resolution, simple lang. Bumangon ng mas maaga. I wake up early, gumigising ng maaga, pero hindi bumabangon agad-agad. So the goal here for this year is, of course, bumangon ng mas maaga. And it would also be nice to know the New Year's resolution of our English for Tuties, right, Tutor Ace?
That is correct. So we would love to know, champion learners, ano ba yung New Year's resolution ninyo? Jason, Emil, sino pa ba dyan? Precious, I'd like you to tell us. Prince, tell us what your New Year's resolution is. Sino pa ba dyan sa comment section natin? Alright? Do not hesitate. Comment nyo dyan kung ano ba yung New Year's resolution ninyo for 2022. Alright? So we will be waiting for that. And while doing so, we also want to thank, syempre, yung mga principals and teachers, advisors, English teachers ng mga champion learners natin ngayong hapon. Ma'am Merwin Sese, hello. Good afternoon po. Who else do we have there? Okay. Uy, Tutor Ann, I think we already have here a New Year's resolution ni Heavenly. Sabi niya, to be more active this 2022. Ayun. Galing. Sino po ba? Meron pa ba yung, ayun. Tutor Ann, sabi ni Emil.
Yes. Sabi ni Emil, maging mabait. Diba? So I guess that's a good resolution, right? New Year's resolution. Parang napaisip ako doon
Bakit? Noong 2021 ba? Alright, maging mabait. Mas mabait pa siguro. Alright, and respected. Ayun, tama yan, Emil. That is correct. And sabi naman ni Joseph, Tutor Ann, ang New Year's resolution ko is maging masipag. Ayan.
Sasamahan kita dyan, Joseph. Sana maging mas masipag din ako.
So, ano yan sa list mo, Tutor Ann? Okay. Sabi naman ni Yana Rain, maging mas masipag pang mag-aral. Yes, we love that. Siyempre, we know that all of you are potential champions. You're all champions, kumbaga. So, it's in you na. It's all yours for the taking. All right? So, maging mas masipag pang mag-aral. Tama yan. Okay. Eileen, Tutor Ann?
Okay, for Eileen, sabi niya this 2022, I will try to wake up early po. Pero medyo magkatulad kami ni Eileen.
Yes, pareho. And sabi ni Jason, maging mabait at matulungin. Okay. To be more responsible, especially to my family. Wow! Ang ganda, ang galing. Very touching ng
sana Tutor Ace, magkatotoo lahat ang ating New Year's resolution, right?
That's correct. Okay, so thank you so much for that one, everyone. Siyempre, we would love to read all of your New Year's resolution, pero balikan natin yan mamaya. At this point, Tutor Ann, siyempre, nakagawian na natin. And if you can recall, siyempre, last year, parang ang tagal, no? Pero that was a couple of weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. We had our quarter 5 learning activity, additional exercises for you. Tutor Ann, could you give us a recap? Ano ba yung binigay natin sa kanilang additional exercise?
Yes, for our additional activity last year is for them to, of course, use adjectives in their sentence by telling how they have felt that day, right? It was during that day. So let's find out kung ano yung mga naging outputs ng ating mga tuties for Q2, week 5.
All right, so here we have, syempre, regular na natin ito, Prince Niepes of Francisco Benitez Elementary School. All right, Prince shared his activity or his assignment. He talked about his core in math, and ito yung mga adjectives na ginamit niya. We have the words perfect, happy, excited, fresh, and merry. Congratulations, Prince. Job well done. All right, who do we have next here at?
All right, next we have Heavenly Tangian from San Roque Elementary School, and this is her work. Let us show her work, Tutor Ace. Ayan, so medyo naglalagay, and here it is. So she used here the adjectives good, better, and best.
Walk better than yesterday. Yes. What happened, Heavenly? Ano ba nangyari? Bakit? Nagka-problema ka or you're taking medication for something. But anyway, here we have next is our third champion tutor for week 5. We have none other than Lotan Evangelista of Francisco Benitez Elementary School. And he used these adjectives sa kanyang sentence: excited, new, blessed, loving, and supportive. And by the way, Lotan, congratulations on the new watch. Sige. Next.
Yes, we also have Yana Rain Leonardo from Tilapayong Elementary School. And of course, for her sentences, she was able to use happy, high, excited, and happier.
Okay, so here we have our next champion tutor for week 5. We have Jainomir Balila of Francisco Benitez Elementary School. Ito naman yung kanyang ginamit ng mga adjectives sa kanyang sentence: happy, lucky, and satisfied. I'm glad to know na satisfied ka with the outcome of your Christmas party. All right, congratulations on that one. Sige, next.
We also have here Joyce Ann Manuel from San Pedro Villa Concepcion Elementary School, and she was able to use the following adjectives: cold, happy, busy, and sad.
Okay, and here we have another champion tutor for week 5. We have none other than Eileen Joycey Okut of New Corella Central Elementary School, SPED Center. Ito naman yung kanyang ginamit ng mga adjectives. She used the word or the adjective good, more excited, hopeful, and better. Yes, definitely, Eileen. We do hope that it's going to be a better year for all of us. Congratulations on that one, Eileen.
And we also have here Rihanna Flores from Tilapayong Elementary School. Congratulations. At ito ang kanyang mga adjectives na ginamit sa kanyang output. We have here happy, excited, and sad.
Ayun. And of course, happy tayo that we have Rihanna Flores as well as one of our champion tutors. And syempre, regular na nakatutok yan sa ating ETUlay tutorial. And up next, we have Zaira Juliano with her advisor, Jovelyn C. Rama of San Pedro Villa Concepcion Elementary School, Rojas East, with her principal, Sir Rodelio D. Ganyo. Ito naman yung binigay niya, Tutor Ann. I am very excited and happy. Ito, excited and happy, delicious, huge, green, and special. Dinidescribe niya kung ano yung mga usual na gawain kapag holiday season, kapag Christmas season. So once again, thank you so much for your entries, and congratulations, everyone. All right, so Tutor Ann, eto naman yung, this is what we're going to be learning for week 6. Diba? Ang bilis lang ng panahon. Week 6 na tayo. 2 weeks na lang. We're going to be in our 3rd quarter na.
Yes, right? Tutor Ace. Maya-maya Q3 na.
That is correct. So simple present tense of verbs in sentences. Could you give us a recap, Tutor Ann? Ano ba yung napag-aralan na natin for the past 5 weeks?
Yes, ito na yung mga napag-aralan natin. From last year, we have your context clues by definition and exemplification, mass and count nouns, possessive and collective nouns, personal pronouns, degree of comparison of adjectives, and for today, we will be learning about simple present tense of verbs in sentences.
And syempre, we would like to give due recognition sa ginagamit nating module. This is the Pivot 4A module designed by Region 4A Calabarzon. Thank you so much for this wonderful and comprehensive module. All right, so Tutor Ann, what do we hope to achieve? Ano ba gusto nating malaman ngayong hapon?
For this afternoon session, here are our objectives. Our tutees should be able to do the following. The first one is to identify the correct verb form to be used in each statement, choose the correct form of the verb, and then fill in each blank with the correct simple present form of each verb in the parentheses. And lastly is to analyze whether the verb in the sentence was used correctly or not.
All right, so this is going to be interesting. So is everyone ready right now? Ready na ba sa ating lesson ngayong hapon for week 6? Okay, so if so, kindly comment sa ating comment section. At this point, syempre, before we delve deeper into the lesson, medyo review muna tayo ng ating nakaraang lesson. Okay, so here are the instructions. Complete the table below by supplying the appropriate degrees of comparison of adjectives. Okay, sige. Tutor Ann, please do the honors.
Yes, let's see if they still know or they still haven't forgotten their lessons from last year, right? A couple of weeks ago. So let's see here let us complete the table. For number 1, we have here in the positive column, we have here pretty. Here's the number one item that they should guess for comparative. What should be the form? And then superlative, we have here prettiest. So what should be the answer for number 1? Actually, we already have here the answers from our tutees, from Jacob, prettier, Ria Janine, prettier, Ron, prettier. Trace, let us reveal the answer for number 1.
Number 1 answer is definitely prettier. Okay, so good. Galing-galing nila. So actually, Tutor, nakita ko dito, Heavenly was already able to give an answer for number 2. Pero ito, hinahanap natin yung positive form of this particular adjective. Yung comparative niya would be more thoughtful, and then superlative form would be most thoughtful. Okay? So what do you think is the answer for number 2? Sabi ni Eileen, thoughtful daw yung positive form yan. Okay, sino pa ba? You also have your Jacob saying the same thing. Adam, Aaron, okay. Tutor Ann, what is the correct answer for number 2?
Of course, for number 2, the correct answer is thoughtful. Everyone actually got the correct answers for our review this afternoon.
Yes. Kahit nung last year pa na lesson to. No, perfect nila.
Salamat at hindi na nasama sa mga paputok noong bagong taon. Okay? So congratulations, you guys.
Congratulations. Okay, so eto tayo ngayon, Tutor Ann. We're going to be reading a particular selection. At yung gagawin ng mga champion learners natin, they have to understand the selection na babasahin natin. Okay? So would you like to go first, Tutor Ann, for this one?
All right, so let me read the selection. Andre joins his online class for 2 hours every day. He uses his tablet for video conferencing with his teacher and his classmates. He sometimes borrows his brother's laptop. After his daily online class, he opens his modules to answer the target learning tasks for the day. Sometimes his parents help him whenever he has some questions about the lessons.
Wow, model student itong si Andre, di ba, Tutor Ann? But anyway, tingnan nga natin. Meron tayong mga naka-highlight siya na words di ba? So ito yon. We have the words borrows, opens, uses, help, joins, and has.
Tutor Ace, bago mo i-reveal, let us try to ask our tutees kung alam pa nila kung anong example ba to ng anong part of speech. The words highlighted from the selection read earlier, what part of speech do they belong to? Sige nga.
Tama. Sige, hintayin natin yan.
Ano kaya? Diba? Yes. There are 8 parts of speech. So saan kaya sila nabibelong, right? Borrows, uses, joins, opens. And of course, we have it here from Eileen McPrince and I hope I read this correctly. Esel. Their answer is verbs. Right?
Verb. That is correct. Tignan nga natin. Verb nga ba? Yes. Definitely, these are examples of verbs or otherwise known as action words. Yun. Sige nga. We have here a learning task tutor ad. Ito yung directions. We have to identify the correct form to be used in each statement. Then, choose from the options in the parentheses. Okay, number 1 tayo, tutor ad.
All right, for number 1 here, the school has or have various academic programs. So, alin dyan yung tamang sagot? Is it has or
okay.
have? So, kindly key in the item number together with your answer for number 1.
Okay, and we already have answers here, tutor ad. Medyo hati so far. Yung nakikita ko dito, merong sumasagot ng has, merong sumasagot ng have. Okay, what is the correct answer, tutor ad?
For number 1, the correct answer is, of course, has. Yes, so yeah.
Okay, so no worries if you got the if you weren't able to get the correct answer. That's perfectly fine. We always say that here. Okay lang yan. Pag-aaralan natin yan mamaya. Okay, so number 2 tayo. Leanne hang her handmade lanterns. Okay, we have 2 verbs in there. We have to choose alin ba yung nararapat na verb for that particular sentence. Okay, is it hangs or is it hang? Okay, number 2 tayo.
We have answers here already. Tutor Ace from Heavenly, sabi niya hangs. From Precious, the same. And from Nancy, also the same answer, hangs. What's the correct answer for number 2, Tutor Ace?
The correct answer for number 2 is hangs. Ayun, with an S. Okay, sige. So congratulations everyone so far. Nakita ko parang tama naman yung sagot nila for number 2. Number 3 tayo, tutor Ann.
For number 3, both of my parents often work at night as call center agents. So alin dyan yung tamang sagot? Is it works or work? Yan, for number 3, alin kaya dyan yung tamang sagot?
Alright, so actually we're still getting answers here for number 1. So I'm not so sure if there's some sort of delay, but I think we already have your entries for number 3. We have here Essel, she said work. Who else? Jacob also answered work. And Precious also answered work. Ano ba yung tamang sagot natin dito? Ayun, medyo na-excite na naman.
At ayun na nga, na-reveal na. Tutor Ace, for number 3, the correct answer is work.
Ayun, okay, so we would like to know, kiddos, champion learners, tell us your score in the comment section. And like I said earlier, do not worry if hindi mo pa na perfect kasi paunang activity pa lang naman to. Okay? Sige. So we'll be waiting for your scores. We have here, for example, Athena, or I'm sorry, Nikolai, 2/3. Lawton also got 2/3. I'm assuming nagkamali sila dun sa number 1. Or at least most of them siguro tutor ano. But we'll get to know more about this one. Sige. So here goes. We're going to talk about yung topic natin ngayon, simple present tense. Okay? So tutor Ann, please go ahead.
Yes, simulan na natin. Ano nga ba ang ibig sabihin kapag sinabi nating simple present tense ng isang verb, right? So when we say simple present tense of the verb, it is formed into different ways. And it indicates present condition, habitual action, or general truth. So for singular subjects, nouns and pronouns like he, she, or it requires the S form of the verb. So we have examples on the next slide here. Yan. For simple present tense, for singular subjects, this is how we form them. Most verbs form their simple present tense by adding S to their base form. So, napakadali lang, di ba? Just like here in our examples, we have here Enrico draws his masterpiece. So, we have here one subject only, that's Enrico. So, we only just have to add S to our main verb. And then we have here every day, Ramona rides a jeepney on her way to school.
Okay, so very simple lang, napakadaling intindihin ng rule na yun. Okay, here's another one. For verbs ending in SS, SH, CH, X, and O, the simple present tense is formed by adding ES. Okay, tandaan natin yan. Kung kanina, sabi ni Tutor Ann, maglagay lang ng S for singular subjects. Ito naman, if this is how the verb is going to end, add lang tayo ng ES. Sige, tignan natin yung examples para mas madaling intindihin. She brushes her teeth 3 times a day. Brush is the verb, and then this one ends in SH. So ano bang gagawin natin? We simply add ES to that. Okay? Second example, the baker mixes the ingredients in a bowl. Okay? The verb is mix, it ends in X. So gagawin natin, we add ES to that. Okay? So eto naman, what if they end in Y? Okay, here's the thing. If they end in Y, preceded by vowels, ibig sabihin, if before ng Y merong vowel dyan, the simple present tense is formed by simply adding S. Okay, sige. Tingnan natin ulit yung example. Christine buys vitamins for her family. Okay, the verb ends in Y, and then there's a vowel before Y. So ano ba yung dapat gagawin natin? We simply add S. Okay, tignan natin yung second example. My sister enjoys her 3-week vacation. Once again, the verb ends in Y, and before Y, we have a vowel, and that's letter O. Ano yung gagawin? Simple lang, add lang tayo ng S. Okay? Paano man sugaran if yung Y may consonant before that?
Yes, for verbs ending in Y preceded by consonants. Kung kanina, nauuna yung vowel sa Y. This time naman, we have consonants before Y. The simple present tense is formed by changing Y to I and then add ES. The famous rule, right? Change Y to I and then add ES. We have here in our example sentences, for example, my father dries his harvested crops. So we have here our main verb from its original form, dry, since of course it is the Y there in the word dry is preceded by a consonant. We have to change Y to I and then we added ES. The same thing with the sentence number 2. Anthony copies the lesson. So we have there from copy to copies. Okay?
Okay, very simple lang ng rule na yan. All right, so simple present tense for plural subjects naman tayo. So kanina we were talking about singular subjects. Ngayon naman, we have plural subjects. Okay, plural subjects take the simple or the base form of the verb when expressing the present tense. Pag sinabi natin base form, wala na tayong ina-add dyan. Yung pinaka-basic lang kumbaga. Okay, tingnan natin yung example natin. You prepare a report on this. Yung subject natin dyan is, syempre, that's you. Okay? All right, and this one, makikita natin may specific rule yan for you, but this one takes on a plural verb, which is the base form. Wala na tayong ina-add dyan. Second example tayo, we, which is plural, and then followed by yung verb natin, which is follow, still in its base form, okay? We follow the instructions of our leader. Next, they plan for grandfather's birthday celebration. Subject is plural. The verb is also plural. Okay. Next, the students sing a song for their teacher. Students, plural yan. Yung verb natin is also plural. Sing, base form lang tayo dyan. And lastly, Anna and Anton review for their exams. Siyempre, plural, dalawa yan eh. Anna and Anton. Yung verb natin is review. Okay, sige. Tutor Ann, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, merong specific rule para sa pronoun na you. I think we'll be discussing this one for them.
Yes, Tutor Ace, for pronouns I and you naman, although they are singular in nature, the pronoun I, when used in a sentence, uses am for be verb, and of course, it takes the simple or the base form of the verb when expressing the present tense. So, kailangan na they should always remember this rule in having I and you in the sentence. We have here the example, I prepare this report for our class. Yan. And then, of course, to continue, the pronoun you, whether singular or plural, always takes simple or the base form of the verb when expressing the present tense. We have the examples here. Like here, our subject is you, and then we have the verb write. You write a letter to your teacher. You here is in singular form. However, we still have the base form of the verb. And then we have your you submit your projects to your teacher, and then you here could be in plural form. So whether it is taken as singular or plural, the pronoun you always takes the base form of the verb.
Correct. Automatic na yan kapag you yung ginamit natin na if you yung subject natin dyan. Okay. Now, here goes. Verb to be, expressing present condition. Except for the pronoun I, which uses am, the simple present tense of a be verb used in he, she, or it and other singular subjects is, while you, we, they, and other plural subjects use are. Okay. Baka medyo ma-confuse kayo dyan, so let's proceed with examples para mas solidify natin pagkakaintindi nyo nito. Okay, here goes. Yung ginamit natin dito is I. So yung be verb na appropriate for that, for I, is am. Okay? Ito yung sentence natin. I am a dentist. Okay? The verb am is used for simple present tense of the pronoun I. Kumbaga pa exclusive siya for I. Hindi mo naman pwede sabihin, you am, they am. Hindi pwede yun. Di ba? Sige. So, tandaan natin yan. Next year, Anne.
Yes, we have here another example sentence. You are our sponsor for this activity. Our subject there is you, and our be verb there is are. And then we have here, Arlene is a helpful classmate. So we use is here because we have our singular subject, which is who is Arlene rather. And then for the next example, we have here Carlo and Carla, two subjects. That's plural. That's why we are using are. Here is our be verb. Carlo and Carla are good dancer. And lastly, they are the most important assets of this company. Ayan. So singular and plural when to use are and is in the sentence. Yes,
That's correct. And syempre yung sinabi ko yung I, automatic na yun, di ba? Am yung ginagamit natin dyan. And then for you, whether that may be singular or plural, automatically, are yung gagamitin natin dyan. Am I correct, Tutor Anne?
That's right, Tutor Ace.
Okay. Sige, so tignan nga natin if they were able to learn something this afternoon. Activity tayo, all right? So here is the direction for that. Choose the correct form of the verb in each statement. Okay, number 1. Every Filipino does his or her share in serving his or her country. All right. So we have 2 choices in there: do or does. Okay. So we would want you to comment the appropriate verb for this particular sentence. We're talking about every Filipino. Okay. Sabi ni Prince Turan, I'm ready po. Ganoon din si Athena, Jason. Sabi ni Rich, try lang po. That's perfectly fine, Rich. We all start with trying. Diba? Sige.
And now, yes, Tutor Ace, andito na meron na tayong mga sagot from our comment section. We have here from Isel, sabi niya, does. From Alex, the same answer, does din. From Shireen, does. But what's the correct answer for number 1, Tutor Ace?
The correct answer is does. Ayan. So every Filipino does his or her share of serving his or her country. Job well done, everyone. Sige, number 2 tayo. Number 2 tayo, Tutor Anne.
Yes, for number 2, Ethan, cleans his surroundings. So alin dyan yung tamang sagot? Is it clean or clean? So always go back to the subject so that you would be able to decide what is the correct verb that we should use in the following sentences. So for number 2, is it clean or cleans?
Correct. Tama ka dyan, Tutor Anne. They always have to go back to the subject. Identify whether that's singular or plural, and then they would know kung ano yung verb na nararapat doon. So again, we already have answers here. Precious, Nikolai, Ron, Laptao. We also have here Rich, cleans yung sagot nila. Is that correct, Tutor Anne?
For number 2, yes, that is correct. Ethan cleans his surroundings.
Okay, syempre, ang verb natin dyan is singular, Ethan. Yung verb niya, I'm sorry, the subject rather, my bad, Tutor Anne. The subject is singular, Ethan. The verb should also be singular, but we do that by adding S. Tama?
That's right.
Yeah. Number 3 tayo. Our national heroes inspires me. Okay. Again, we have 2 choices in here. We always remind you, kami ni Tutor Anne, balik ka agad sa subject natin. Identify, singular or plural. Okay?
Yes, hanapin muna si subject at ayan na nga. Tutor Ace, mukhang nahanap na nga nila. For Ron, Jacob, and McPrince, their answer is inspire. What's the correct answer for number Number 3, Tutor Ace?
Number 3, the correct answer is definitely inspire. Okay. So plural yung subject natin, heroes yan eh. Marami yan. So yung verb natin should also be plural. And pag plural yung verb, base form tayo. Okay? Sige. Next, we have number 4. Chiran.
Yes, for number 4, Manny and Joy segregates their household wastes. Again, Manny and Joy segregates their household waste. So, alin dyan yung tamang sagot for number 4? At ito na nga, ang bilis talaga ni Jacob, Tutor Ace. Nakita ko, sabi niya, segregate daw. The same also for Lawton and Isel. But let us reveal. Tutor Ace, anong tamang sagot for number 4?
Yes, the correct answer for number 4 is segregate.
Yes, segregate. Base form of the verb. Since our subject is Manny and Joy, plural. Number 5.
Plural. Number 5. Villamil family manages the finances well. Okay, this one might be tricky. Tingnan nga natin if maalala nila yung previous lesson natin. Diba? Sige. Alright, so once again, Villamil family manages the finances well. Okay.
Yes, Tutor Ace. Ayan, meron na tayo. Sabi ni, asa na ba yung sagot ni Jairo? Sabi niya, manages. Sabi ni Liel John, manage. Sabi ni McPrince, manages. So, alin nga ba yung tamang sagot between the two Tutor Ace for number 5?
The correct answer for number 5 is manages. So, bakit kaya Chiran? Bakit manages yung ginamit natin dyan?
If they could still remember our rule for collective nouns, right? Family here, they are taken as one unit. So, Villamil family. Kaya naging, we have taken them as a singular. Manages. Kaya naging ganyan.
Correct. Tama yan. Kahit marami sila sa pamilya, pero we're taking them as one unit. Kaya nang sinabi ni Chicaran. Singular yan. Yun. Sabi ni Heatherly, family as one. Okay. So, everyone, we would like to know your scores. Tell us your scores in the comment section. We would like to know, were you able to get a perfect score? Joseph was able to get 4/5, which is actually very good. Congratulations, Joseph. Who else? Sino pa ba? Okay.
Yes, we have Precious 4/5. We also have here McPrince 4/5 as well. But let us try another activity, Tutor Ace. Let's see.
All right, another activity tayo. And by the way, we also have here people or students who were able to get 5/5. Congratulations. Proceed muna tayo sa learning task number 3, directions. Fill in each blank with the correct simple present form of each verb in the parentheses. Okay, number 1 tayo. We're looking for a be verb. Okay, the children blank sure of their chosen games. Sige nga, this time wala na tayong choices, ha? You're going to have to type your answers for learning task number 3. The children blank sure of their chosen games.
At naunang sumagot, Tutor Ace, ito na, si McPrince, sabi niya R. Sabi ni Isel R din. But what's the correct answer for number 1?
Yes, the be verb, the form of the be verb that we're looking for this one is definitely R. Ayun, ang galing-galing nila. So children, plural yan. The children are sure of their chosen games. Number 2.
For number 2, our verb there is watch. My friends and I blank a horror film. Again, my friends and I blank a horror film. So what should be the correct form of the verb watch there to fill in with the missing word in sentence number 2?
Are we going to retain the form of the verb or mag-a-add ba tayo ng ES dyan sa verb na yan? Which one is correct?
Meron na tayong sagot dito, Tutor Ace. From McPrince, sabi niya watch. From Eileen, the same also. From Precious, sabi niya watches. Anong tamang sagot for number 2, Tutor Ace?
Number 2, correct answer is watch.
Yes, definitely, because our subject here is plural. We have my friends and I. So we go back to the base form of the verb, which is, of course, watch.
Wala tayong papalitan dyan. Or wala tayong idadagdag. Base form lang tayo. Okay, here goes number 3. An unknown man blank on me. Okay, the verb that we have there is spy. Ano ba yung dapat ilagay natin dyan? Are we going to retain that? Base form pa ba tayo? Or papalitan natin or may i-add tayo dyan para maging tama yung verb natin for that particular
And ito na nga, Tutor Ace, from Isel, from Eileen, and from a Prince, sabi nila, spice. Change Y to I and add ES. Are they correct?
Are they correct? Definitely, they are correct. So congratulations, everyone. So we would like to know, again, your scores. 3 over 3, were you able to get a perfect score? Okay. So again, wag kalimutan yung rule natin. If it ends in Y, change Y to I and add ES. Okay, yun. Sige. So, okay. Ito.
Yes. Congratulations sa lahat ng nakakuha ng 3 out of 3. We have Prince, we have Amiel, and we have Yana. And to the rest, again, everyone, congratulations. But now, it's the final judgment, evaluation. We have here our assessment, Tutor Ace. Diba? Parang judgment day.
Final judgment. Parang natakot ako dun Kaka-New Year pa lang
All right, the directions for our assessment. Put a check mark if the form of the verb written in bold letters is correct, and put an X if it is wrong. So locate your check mark there and your cross mark para sa ating pagsagot sa ating assessment.
Okay, so here's number 1. The wheels on the bus go round and round. Parang may kanta to, Tutor A.
Pakikanta nga, Tutor A. Sige nga.
Okay. Good luck to me. All right, so the wheels on the bus go round and round. Yun. Sige.
And there you have it.
All right.
Sige, Tutor Ace, ano bang tamang sagot dito? Maraming sumagot ng check from Shireen, Rich, and John. Pero anong tamang sagot for number 1?
Yung subject natin, di ba? Wheels. And then yung verb is go. Sige nga, tingnan natin. Is that correct? Okay. Ayun. Sige, number 1.
Tama.
Okay, so we have wheels. Ano yan diba? Plural. So, pag plural yung subject natin, plural yung verb, base form pa rin tayo. Go pa rin. Alright, so, number 2 naman tayo, Chiro.
Yes, number 2. Next year na yung kanta. Babasahin na muna ni Tutor Ann. Number 2, the wipers on the bus goes swish, swish, swish. So tama ba? Our subject there is wipers, and then the verb there is goes. So do they agree with each other? Tama ba?
Okay, sige. Subject natin, again, wipers. Verb natin is goes. Tama ba? Should there be a check mark in there or an X sign or an incorrect sign?
Ito na, Tutor Ace, sabi ni Joseph, Rich, and also Nelmi, check mark daw. Check mark nga ba, Tutor Ace, for number 2?
Okay. Number 2, it's actually an X.
Yes.
All right. Bakit nga ba?
Kasi nga, our subject here is in plural form. So, dapat nasa base form yung ating verb there. Should only be go. Right?
So, gaya ng kanina, nung number 1, wala namang naiba, di ba? Plural yung sa number 1, yung base form is go. For number 2, yung subject natin, wipers, plural pa rin. So, dapat, the wipers on the bus go. Swish, swish, swish.
Parang kakantahin mo na talaga, Tutor Ace.
Reserve ko na para mamaya. Number 3 tayo. Okay. The horn on the bus go beep, beep, beep. Ayun. Sige, yung subject natin dyan is horn, and then yung verb niya is go. Tama ba yung pagkakapares niyan, or should we change the verb? So is it a check mark or is it an X?
Tutor A, sabi ni Prince at saka ni Yana, X mark daw. The same with Nikolai also. What's the correct answer for number 3?
Number 3, correct answer is yun. Hindi tama yung verb natin dyan. X tayo dyan because syempre yung subject natin is horn, that is singular. Diba? Singular din dapat yung verb, which means mag-a-add tayo. So therefore, yung tamang sagot dyan is the horn on the bus goes beep, beep, beep. Ayun. Sabi ng G.
Tama. Number 4, the driver on the bus say, move to the back, please. So our subject there is driver and our verb there is say. Tama ba ang pagkakasulat ng ating verb sa sentence na ito for number 4? Sige nga, is it a check or a cross mark? At ang bilis nga. Meron na tayong sagot from Jacob. It's an X mark daw. Loton X. Also, Yana X po. Anong tamang sagot for number 4?
Number 4 is definitely, ayun, X yan. Alright. So, hindi tama yung verb na ginamit dito because again, balik tayo sa subject. The subject is singular, driver lang, and then the verb should also be singular. Pero when we form the singular form of the verb, we add S to that. So supposedly, yung tama dyan, the driver on the bus says, di ba, with an S.
Yes, that's right, okay. Sige nga, number 5, Tutor
number
Ace.
5. The babies on the bus say, what? Kalimutan natin yun. Alright. Wow. Ayan. Ang pangit. Hindi ko kaya, Tutor.
Actually, nag-practice si Tutor Ace, pero biglang nahiya. Ang galing niya talagang mag-imitate ng baby's cry.
Parang hindi baby yung narinig ko. But anyway, the babies on the bus say, yun, wa. Ayun, parang iba yun ako ngayon. Right, but anyway, I think we forgot to identify yung subject dito. The subject is babies.
Yes, the subject is babies.
Sabi ni Heavenly, go, Tutor Ace. Ayun, kahit anong gawin ko, ewan ko, parang hindi baby talaga yung lumalabas na sound sa akin.
Yes, okay, all right. For number 5, ito na yung mga sagot nila. Tutor Ace from Nikolai, Joseph, and Rihanna. Check mark. Are they correct?
Number 5 is definitely correct. All right, yung subject natin is babies. That's plural. Yung verb should also be plural, and that should be in its base form. Walang papalitan. So, say pa rin yung tama sa chat.
Tama. Okay. So, tell us your score, everyone, in the comment section who got 5 out of 5. But regardless, again, congratulations for your active participation this afternoon.
Congratulations, everyone. So, again, comment your scores. Precious, 4 over 5. Meron siyang medyo sad emoji. Precious, lagi namin sinasabi ni Tutor Ann, if hindi man na perfect, that's okay. Balikan na lang yung lesson. Okay? Sige. And identify kung saan ka kamali. Ano ba yung rule na that would tell you kung ano ba yung tamang sagot, supposedly. Okay, Eileen got 5 over 5. Congratulations. Isel, Emil, 5 over 5 as well. Jello, Rihanna, congratulations. Gyro, who else, Turan? Meron pa ba?
We have here Rich, 2 out of 5. Emil, 5 out of 5. Sino pa ba? Parang paulit-ulit yung ating comments. Yes. We have Clyde, 5 out of 5. Your mini-me, Tutor Ace. Yan yung na-miss ko last year. Hindi ako nagkaroon ng mini-me. So probably this year.
Hanapan natin ang paraan yan. Alright, so Mary Sophia, 4 over 5. Okay, so once again, congratulations everyone for attending our session this afternoon. And konting review lang tayo, Tutor Ann, as well. We have learned that simple present tense of verbs indicates present condition, habitual action, or general truth. And singular subjects, nouns and pronouns like he, she, it, require the S form of the verb.
Also, we have learned that plural subjects take the simple or the base form of the verb when expressing the present tense, and then the pronoun I, when used in a sentence, uses am for be verb and takes the simple or the base form of the verb when expressing the present tense. And lastly, the simple present tense of be verb used in he, she, it, and other singular subject is, while you, we, they, and other plural subjects use are.
Okay, and syempre, to everyone who's watching us through the DepEd Educational Unit FB page, DepEd Philippines EdTech Unit, and DepEd TV official YouTube channel, in behalf of the entire ETUlay English Elementary team, maraming salamat sa inyong suporta. Syempre, this team is headed by none other than the very competent Dr. Rubilin Pastrano. Maraming salamat. And Tutor Ann, if they have feedback, what are they supposed to do?
For your feedbacks and comments and suggestions, just go to the link presented on your screen and you can scan the QR code there. And also you can email us at the following email address on the next slide, of course. Tutor Ace, we have here for comments and suggestions. Email us at edtech@deped.gov.ph. At susunod na nga, Tutor Ace, ang ating mga tutors for English 5. At tayo rin ang magsasab mamaya, di ba?
Yes.
In behalf of Tutor Emmy and Tutor Jody later.
and hopefully sooner or the soonest time possible, magkaroon na sila ng kuryente doon sa kanila ni Tutor Emmy and Tutor Joni. So keep safe sa inyo, Tutor Emmy and Tutor Joni. So once again, this has been Tutor Ace.
And this has been Tutor Ann. See you again next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. Goodbye, everyone.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag #ETUlayLevelUp. Huwag aalis ha dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!